So first of all, I wanted to point out that these two countries share really long-term economic relationships, and that the economic ties dated back to the first century BC, and the two countries established formal economic ties back in 1937. So there's a lot of room for trade and investment cooperation, despite some of the ups and downs, in the relationships, due to uh, for example, the COVID pandemics, and also for the geopolitical tensions around the world. So that said, I think prior to the pandemic, the two countries had really large volume of trade. 2019, the two countries two-way trade was 23 billion dollars. But this year and last year, I think because of pandemic, we have seen some slowdown in trade. And also investment, pretty much we see the same pattern. Back in 2019, the Chinese companies poured $3.4 billion of foreign direct investment to Iran, and this has gone down to $185 million just last year. So many of the Western observers would jump to the conclusion and say, the two countries' economic ties have been weakened. But I think, again, we will see greater potential for the two countries to continue to trade. China still remains to be the largest trade partner of Iran, and Iran remains very important for China in terms of imports of oil. Iran is the seventh largest oil importers for China. So I think there are a lot of potential, trade in the areas like energy, right, crude oil, and also China has provided many, commodities and money products that Iran needs, such as automotive vehicles and also a lot of electrical machinery. So in some ways, I think these countries' economies have a lot of complementary sort of needs and production. So I think that these two countries will continue to trade. And when it comes to investment, Iran remains very important as the key link in the Belt Road Initiative. So I think there will be a lot more infrastructure projects that linking ports, railways, and water conservancy and technology, and all these will strengthen the ties.